Hello friends, so I am back with August 2016 Citrus Twist Kit, and I am just going through all of the papers that came with it to try and find the ones that I want to use, and I believe that these are from the Dear Lizzie collection, or Dear Lizzie Saturday collection. So I'm just going to cut these down to the right sizes. Now, I always wish I had smaller photos so that I can kind of add more paper and more embellishments and stuff to the background. But to be honest, I am so far behind in scrapbooking that it just made more sense for me to go through and seriously order everything. So I have all of my photos are 4x6. And while I like the style and scrapbooking of making them smaller, sometimes that's just not feasible. And if I were to do that with every page, I would never, ever, ever get caught up. So this is just kind of my system. And for those of you guys too who, don't do tinier photos, like you just order them from, you know, Walgreens or Costco, I actually just wait for a deal like on Shutterfly and Snapfish because I order in such bulk. I'm trying to be better about, ordering the photos, but it is what it is, right? I think that's a struggle for a lot of people. But anyways, I'm just taking every card and showing you guys what I'm doing on each one. And I decided to go through right now the Amy Tangerine photos to try and find a cute little saying. That one did not work, but I'm going to use a white one, which I love these white stickers to put over the photos. And another thing that I wanted to say is like what these photos are. This is when I used to live in California, and we went to the taping of the Chelsea Handler show. It was so much fun. Fergie was the guest, and I love Chelsea Handler. I love her. Kind of like, I don't care. I'm going to say what I want to say. I love that about her, and I think that her new show, the Chelsea Handler Show on Netflix, is amazing, and I think it's just like very empowering for women, and she's not afraid to talk politics, where I feel like a lot of people just, they just don't say it because it's just not worth it sometimes, and everyone has different opinions, but I think you should be able to, express your opinions and agree to disagree. So now that this scrapbooking layout one really turned into a I Love Chelsea Handler slash soapbox type thing, back to the layouts, I try and add these little labels from Citrus Twist to every page that I make with the dates. And I'm going through these stickers. I kind of forgot where they're from, and to be honest, they weren't cut great. I struggled a little bit to try and get them apart. So I'm just adding these to the layouts. I love word stickers and I love enamel dots. I think that they're a really great way to spice up the photo without taking up a lot of room. Because like I said with my project life, I am typically keeping these as 4x6s, especially these that are like selfies and so zoomed in. There's not a whole lot that I can do. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this last page because it is pretty busy, but I wanted to add my journaling to it. So I found another cut apart sheet, and I just went ahead and, cut it out and put some journaling on it. Talked about being at the Chelsea Handler show, catching one of Chewy's balls, who the guest was, and I just went ahead and put that on to the page. And of course, I'm not loving how this looks, so I try to find another thing that I could potentially add to it. And I was thinking about adding these arrows, but I ultimately don't. So I'm just cutting this. I realized that a lot of my Project Life videos get a lot of views, more so than my 12 by 12, but I always wonder if people even find, my simple Project Life interesting. I don't know if you do. So I don't know, just a thought, something that I noticed. So I'm going to try and film more of my Project Life ones. I guess I just never thought they were as good as my 12 by 12. But I feel like a lot of people do Project Life now because it's just a really great way to document and do it quicker than normal and get a lot of photos done with the event. So I do Project Life, and insert layouts as well, like the 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 in my album. So it's all mixed up, and photos like this where, you know, I have a couple that I want to add, that's when I do a Project Life based one. But as you can see, I took one of the Amy Tangerine stickers and I had to back it with white because it just would not end up looking very good on the layout without it. So it says pretty much the best thing ever, which I agree. It was so much fun. That's what I kind of miss about LA. There were so many fun things to do. So when people came to visit, we would try and go to shows and tapings, and it was just something different, something exciting to look forward to. But in any case, I ditched the arrows. I don't think that they ended up looking very good, and I moved the journaling down a little bit, and I don't really know what else to add. I was trying to think of something, but it is what it is. But this is pretty much everything that I do. So I add the card back in, and I decide to add some more of these word stickers to this page just to have every photo a little embellished. And then I'm adding the enamel dots, and that's going to be it for this layout. I'm going to do a close-up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And I also made an Instagram, so follow that below too if you want to see kind of all the layouts that I end up doing that sometimes I just don't film. But anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye!